Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and we are back in Destiny 2 for another week. Lots of activities, more leveling to do, and we've got a nice new PvP activity called Iron Banner. Some of you may be new, but we've got Pinnacle gear dropping from there, so if you are buttoned up against that 950 hard cap for gear, Pinnacle is what you are looking for, and we've got a few of those this week that you are going to want to look into earning. So, let's go ahead and look out across the way in the tower. So, first thing we've got is the the giant cauldron, whatever it may be, behind Lord Saladin over there. So he is the one who is in charge of Iron Banner. We'll go visit him in a little while, but first let's take a look at the director and see what we've got to do this week for activities. So in the Vanguard tab, we have our 3 Vanguard strikes. Those are going to be Arc Singe, so run an Arc subclass while you're in there. It's got triple Grenadier, so you've got Tuesday, Friday, and Monday for Grenadier. Then you'll have Brawler, Heavyweight, and then go back through the rotation. So it'll go Grenadier, Brawler, Heavyweight, and then repeat. For our Nightfall the Ordeal, we are going to be running on the fun strike called In the Inverted Spire. Modifiers Adept is going to be air superiority, so airborne enemies are going to be tougher to kill. Or actually, they do more damage. I'm sorry, flip that. At Hero, we've got Champions Overload and Barrier. So you're going to want Overload rounds, which are typically probably going to be for your Minotaurs. Barrier rounds to break through those shields. Submachine guns and auto rifles work on Barrier. Submachine guns and autos work on Overlord. On Barrier, you can go hand cannons. On Overlord, you can go bows. So that is your preference. At Legend, we add in locked equipment and match games. So you do actually have to match the enemy shields, whether it be Arc, Solar, or Void. And if you don't match those, you're not going to do anything to them. It's going to be pretty rough if you don't. So definitely going to be interesting on this one. And we've also got the modular algorithm that starts at Hero. And that's going to increase incoming Arc and environmental damage is increased. So Arc damage is going to be a rough one for you this week. It's definitely going to be coming at you, so it can be a bit rough. Master also adds attrition and champions mob, basically more champions on the master level, and then also attrition is basically your health regeneration is really impaired. Enemies can drop these little baby orbs of light or kind of little glowing wells, whatever. They will get you your health back and kind of regenerate you, but until you find one of those, you're pretty well stuck. So yeah, regeneration is ultra slow, and until you're getting close to that 980, that is going to be a rough one this week. Legacy Nightfalls, we've got Strange Terrain, which will get you the Braytech Osprey Rocket Launcher. Arms Dealer is an Exotic Sparrow Tilt Fuse, and we do have the Scarlet Keep. Now, this one you are going to be able to work with your challenge card. If you don't have the challenge card, you can buy that from Xur. That's so you can change up the modifiers. These are how Nightfalls were in kind of the last year or so. And on this one, I don't know if there's actually an exclusive weapon from Scarlet Keep. So maybe this is where you can get this. We'll have to see. If anybody runs Scarlet Keep and gets the exclusive weapon, comment below, let me know. I'm very curious about that one. Gambit, of course, will be the same every week. Your weekly powerful source, Tier 2. So that'll be a +4 drop from 3 matches of Gambit or Prime. That one is up to you. Alright, so Crucible has changed up a little bit this week. We've got a new playlist down here in the bottom middle. It's going to be Iron Banner, so it is 6v6 control with a little bit of a tweak on it. This time, when you are in control, if a team locks down all 3 points, you actually lock them for a little while. You can't undo those, and then all 3 of them uncheck, and then you've got to capture them again. So getting all 3 points will give you about 20 seconds to run around. Usually a good time to pop supers because the team is locked out of those points for a little while, getting you a chance at even higher points. This is part of the rotator matches this week. This will be you can get 4 matches in the rotator playlist, which will be Iron Banner, Supremacy, which is one of the 6v6 playlists this week, and you've also got Lockdown for your 4v4. So those are your rotators. That's 1 tier 1 drop. Also Control, Rumble, and then Comp, so Survival and Survival Freelance. It's going to be your core matches, 4 matches there for another tier 1 drop. Your Flashpoint is going to be on IO, so get out there and talk to Asher Mir. You've got different activities, public events, lost sectors, and heroic adventures. If you have any questions about public events or how to make them heroic, I put out a long video out there for you guys. Every video or every public event with timestamps is in there, and showing how to do the heroic activation on each one. If you guys would like to see separate videos for each of those public events, let me know. That'd be like 13 videos. I can do it. It's fine. I just was trying not to spam people's feeds who are subscribed to me, who would be like, why are you giving me 13 videos? So it is one giant one right now. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that one. But Lost Sector, it is a quick way to get a nice tier 1 drop. 4 public events will do it. The heroic adventure is usually worth like 35%, so catch a public event, go to a new adventure, hit a lost sector. If another public event comes up, you'll be almost done. So that's always a quick one to speed through. Go hang out on IO for a little while. On the moon, of course, we do have the raid, which will get you pinnacle gear. So if you complete Garden of Salvation, that will get you pinnacle gear, and also the raid drops are going to drop pretty high as well. Pinnacle gear, if you are 950, is starting to boost you up one drop at a time. So if you're 950, you'll be seeing 951s until, at least what I'm told, your entire character is 951. Then you'll start seeing 952s. So that process for pinnacle gear is going to be a hell of a grind, if not almost next to impossible, but it is definitely a hardcore grind for sure. Down here, we do have the Vex Offensive. This is our seasonal activity. This is a tier 2 drop just by points earned. You get points by defeating Vex in the Vex Offensive. Challenging Vex grant the most efficient progress. So barrier champions and, you know, bosses and majors, stuff like that, are going to get you a little extra progress in there. That's tier 2, so that'll be a +4 drop. We've also got down here Luna's Calling. So this is going to be with Eris. You've got her Memory Pursuit that you're going to be able to do. That one's going to be worth a tier 1 drop. Also check her weekly bounty. She may have one other one as well. For the Nightmare Hunts, we do have Anguish and Pride, which are going to be 2 pieces of armor. And then we've got Servitude, which I do believe is a new one, and this is going to get us the Fusion Rifle. So I know there's usually, with each Nightmare Hunt, you're also going to have an essence that drops from these, and that's also going to typically unlock a weapon. This is a new one, so look for this video coming for usually the artifact or whatever little tiny thing that you've got to go pick up or kill an enemy for. I'll give you guys a guide on that one as well, coming out this week. So stay tuned for that one. If you aren't subbed to the channel, do that so you don't miss out on that one. One of these is the boots. I think one of these is like the helm or the chest or something like that. But these are 2 pieces of armor. The bounties that go along with these essence, pretty easy to accomplish. 3 Nightmare Hunts will get you your tier 1 drop, but we do have higher difficulties now. So Hero opened last week, getting us a few more modifiers. And now we've got Legend. So at Hero, you have your 2 type of champions, Unstoppable Barrier, and then the Torment of Omnigul. And then down here, we've got Legend. So we get 2 more. Equipment will be locked when you go in. You will not be able to switch it up. You also have match games. So if there's an Arc Shield, a Void Shield, or a Solar Shield, you will have to match your energy weapon or heavy to that damage type to drop that shield. Otherwise, they're just going to be taking forever to drop the shield. So you're going to have to figure out what enemies are in these so you can match the proper shields. But Nightmare Hunts on higher difficulty are going to be actually giving you guys a chance at your higher level Nightmare mods. So these actually hopefully will help you be a little more powerful against these crazy nightmares. We'll see how this goes. But the higher the difficulty, giving you a chance at better Nightmare mods to go with them. Finally, we come to the tower and your powerful gear options. You guys may see some of these and they say they're legendary gear. They're older activities. They're not going to give you powerful gear, you know, 1, 2, 3 levels below, but they still can be beneficial drops in here if you need those. Remember, this is where you're going to be looking for those. So you've got Anna Bray, not Anna, sorry. 801, you've got that one. You've also got Callous Treasure from the chest opened, stuff like that. But for our bounty collections, we've got Gambit, we've got Gunsmith bounties. We've got Crucible bounties. If you're spending time in Iron Banner, make sure you pick up these as well. And then also Vanguard bounties from Zavala. Mine just shows a different icon. There's a weapon I need to pick up. And then we've also got, if you are, whether a season pass holder or not, Vex parts collected on the moon is going to be one of the places to find them. I'm thinking you can get Vex honestly anywhere. So anywhere in the system, whether you go on IO, whether you're on Nessus, whether you're on the moon, go collect Vex parts and you're going to get a tier 3 drop. Remember, that is +5. That is a big boost. Kind of a nice one to knock out early to hopefully give you a boost in your leveling for the rest of the week. Also got your Clan EXP. Get your 5,000 EXP for the week. That is a tier 2 drop. Also beneficial as well. 2 more things we're going to touch on Iron Banner. Go look at those bounties. We have a quest to do first, and then we're going to look at the store. Alright, so we are here at Lord Saladin. He is back for the week, and Iron Banner is here. Now, I've got tokens that I can spend. These are only going to get me, I believe, weapons. Armor will not show up until I actually finish the pursuit. The pursuit is going to have certain steps. Each step is going to unlock a piece of armor for you. Probably at a decent level drop, so definitely one to consider doing for leveling, amongst other things. And I don't know all the steps of this one yet. Obviously, it just got here, so we will take a step as we go. We do also have bounties. Now, these are going to be worth pinnacle gear. There are 4 of them. Pinnacle gear is a pretty big boost. So if you can somehow get your character up to 950 this week, this is actually a good time to try and get these bounties done to give you a few extra pinnacle drops, because pinnacle drops are going to be rare as it is between the raid and then Iron Banner and then literally just the Nightfall at 100k. So doing this is going to be a really nice boost, but I probably wouldn't turn these in if you're close to 950. I would save them if you're like, hey, I'm like 945, try and spend this week working on getting to 950. Then if your character is actually 950, and I'm talking gear score, by the way, not light level from your artifact, but if you can get 950 gear score this week, and then you can actually turn these in, save them, and they're going to give you a higher level drop that's actually going to take you from 950 to 951. And having 4 of these pinnacle gear, I almost might even do these bounties and save them, because once you've got them completed, you can save them in your inventory, and they will still count for pinnacle gear, even though you haven't turned them in yet. So hold on to those if you're not 950 yet. That's my advice, honestly, because even my character's not there yet. I'm like 936 on gear, 946. If I get 14 power levels this week, that'd be awesome. I don't know if I'm going to do that on this character or any others, but I'm going to hold on to those Iron Banner bounties until my gear score is 950, because then when it is, I can turn in those 4, and that's a few 951s straight away. So hold on to those if you finish them and you are not 950. Yeah, they could help you level up. That's fair. That is definitely a point some people may say, but honestly, as pinnacle is pretty hard to come by, and if you're close, like if you're 920, turn them in. By the time Iron Banner comes back, you'll probably get them later. But if you're close, or like you might not get it this week, but maybe, you know, a couple more things after reset next week, hold on to those bounties and then turn them in later. So that's just my small piece of advice, and I could be wrong, but let me know your thoughts on that one. And this is the spectacle for Iron Banner that starts us on our journey. So this will be what actually unlocks the armor for this season, so we can actually earn it. I've got old tokens, so technically I can turn these in. I can't even get the engram yet until I literally finish Scour the Rust. So I can't turn these things in until this thing is done. So I've got some work to do. Final piece, let's look at the store and see what Tess has to sell this week. So this week at the Eververse store, we've got a few things. Down here for Little Bright Dust purchases, we've got the Lander Shell. So you've got Speed Demon and Treasure Hunter, giving you 50-meter range for increased glimmer gain with any caches. Not a bad thing, potentially, but if you find one with EXP and this, then you're usually in pretty good shape. Still a pretty cool-looking shell. Love the fact that we have a Lunar Lander there. Weekly offerings. Okay, some of these are freaking awesome. So we've got Spring Showers for an emote. So this is one, just pop out an umbrella and you're good to go. Kind of rolling the head down, though, so not the best time. Sad face. We've got Big Blind Weapon Ornament. This is going to be for Ace of Spades. And just overall a good, clean, golden black look. Not too shabby. The Polymology, if I can say that right. This is for the Queen Breaker. And, oh, that's very cool. I like the effect on it. Kind of almost like a slow laser light show down on a couple sections of it with the black wrapping. Definitely very cool. Changes the look of that weapon completely. Down here for ships, this one is honestly just a beast. I might have to buy this one just because it looks awesome. So this is like your combination of Moon Ship and an old Crota ship combined as well. Refashioned shapes literally make sense because it looks like an old Crota ship, but with the new Hive, like Scarlet Keep look to it. That one's freaking sick. And then we've got the Harper Shell, Banshee's favorite, again, and Treasure Hunter here. Now this is a cool shell. So it looks like you have a Harpy, which is pretty cool. Treasure Hunter isn't bad, and Speed Demon and Banshee's favorite is okay, but honestly something like Speed Demon or EXP or honestly just Banshee's favorite is the weakest one here. So while this isn't a bad ghost shell, your only random roll is going to be out here for planets, and just the fact that Banshee's favorite is just like that gunsmith telemetry data that work on little packages for him, I'm not a big fan of that. If you want the ghost shell for looks, it looks really cool. Perks on it unfortunately just will not be the best. For Bright Dust purchases, the other thing that will change up this week, we've got the Happy Feet emote. Just a little twist in the feet back and forth. Always pretty cool and simple. Last week's Sparrow is here. So if you are looking for the invasive species, wonderful grass sparrow, that is all yours. And then for Bright Dust, we've got the Chilean, whatever. Pretty cool ship. At least it's unique. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen this little frame before in the main housing cockpit area. But the shape of the ship for sure is unique on that one. We've got the Mind Barrage, just a random sparrow with some, you know, looks like it came from Mars for sure. We've got the Ronin ornament for Izanagi's Burden. If you don't have this weapon, get the weapon, 1. And 2, definitely a cool ornament, sets this thing apart. We've got the Oxygen SR3 ornament, which still didn't get much love, needs a boost for sure. And then down here, we've got a couple transmet effects and ghost things as well, a couple shaders to go with it. But that basically wraps everything up. So Iron Banner is the big deal this week. So get in there, get on these bounties, try and finish them up. The pursuit and the bounties will be character based. So if you're doing PvP in Iron Banner, you are going to be doing a lot of it. So get in there, work on your weapons. There is a tweet that I saw that if you're working on the scout rifle, the Crucible scout rifle, that potentially right now it is not actually getting progress made in Iron Banner, which is a problem to me. So hopefully that gets fixed or addressed in the future. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but God knows it definitely should. So get out there, work on whatever you got to work on. Lots of stuff to do this week, so hopefully you enjoy. If you guys do want to see other content out of me this week, let me know. I will keep stuff coming to you, though. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like below, leave a comment if you got questions. And as always, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter as Ebontis, right here on YouTube. Thank you for the support. Almost at 40K, so you guys are amazing. If you haven't subbed yet, hit that sub button and that alert bell next to it will keep my videos coming to you. So thank you very much. Have a great one. You guys are amazing. Enjoy your week. Lots of PvP to come, I'm guessing, for most of you. Have a good one. See you soon.